Hello guys, welcome to the Let's Listen channel. In this video, I will show you how to make this exercise. And its name is Angle Bracket. Well, this is the dimension from this part. Let's make a modern part now. Here the interface from Solidworks, and I want to start the sketch from a front plane, and I want to click on normal tool. For the next step, click the sketch and go for the center rectangle and start the sketch from this point. And I want to click OK. For the next step, at the sketch I want to set the value from this vertical line and make it 75mm for this distance. Well, for the next step, let's change for these horizontal lines, and it is 125mm. Then click OK. And I want to add the midpoint line and change to for construction. Then start from this point, right click and select. For the next step, let's add for the vertical line. Right click and select. Make sure you change for construction. And then I want to add the new circle. Just click like for this position, and I want to change the diameter value, and it is 13.5mm. And then I want to make a mirror entities. Then let's click this line for mirror bot. Then I want to select this. Sorry, before that, let's change for the direction or distance from this center point to this side, and it is 15mm. Then I want to change from this point to this vertical line. It's same, it is 15mm. Okay. For the other one, I want to click mirror entities, and then click this horizontal line for mirror bot. Then select this circle to entities. Well, let's make the same way to other direction. Press and hold the counter button at the keyboard, then click all the circle, then click OK. For the next step, and I want to click this fillet and click all the corner from the sketch. Set the value is 10mm. Press and hold the counter button, then click to all the corner, then OK. Click the line, click the midpoint line. Start from this horizontal vertical line, right click and select. And I want to change the distance from this line, and it is 10mm. And then this line length, it is this line has 30mm. I'm sorry, delete. This line has a 30mm from the sides. Click from this point and then the sides and set the value is 30mm. Then click OK. And let's connect all the line. Right click and select. Make for this line. Then click select. Okay. For the next step, let's make a thickness from the sketch. For that, you can change the view by Ctrl 7. This the isometric view, and give the thickness by click the extrude boss. For the first one, all the sketch has a 10mm for the thickness and click OK. Then click this toggle and sketch. Then click extrude boss and select from this sketch and change the value is to 20mm. Okay, you can see the yellow preview and then click OK. Well, for the next step, click from the surface and then go to normal tool. Let's make a sketch from this surface. For the first one, I want to add the circle. Just click and I want to make two circle. Then set a smaller circle. And the diameter is 12.5mm. Then click OK. For the second circle, set the value is 25mm. In this case, this circle is concentric. Then let's change the distance from these sides, and it is 37.5mm. Then to the sides, and it is 25mm. Then click OK. For the next step, I want to click the sketch from this point and make it upper from this circle. And click from this point and make sure upper circle too. Then set the distance from this side is 10mm. Then connect all the sketch. Right click and select. Then click this circle. Press and hold the control button, then click to the sketch and make it tangent. Make the same way from this line. Well, let's delete the unnecessary line by click turn to close then select all the line. For the next step, let's give the thickness from the sketch by click of feathers, then go to extrude boss. For the first one, I want to change the value is to 2mm, then select to this circle and change direction inside the body, then OK, and then click this toggle, click the sketch and extrude boss. Make sure you click this outside sketch, change the direction, then set the value is 10mm. Change to isometric view. Well, for the next step, click the mirror and click this toggle and select a right plane for a mirror, and in this case I want to click bodies to mirror, then select the body. Well, the first part is done. If you want to change the appearance, you can click this icon. And then I want to set this color. Yep, for the next part, I want to click, or let's begin from a right plane and make it a normal tool. And I want to click the sketch. For the first one, I want to make a circle from this part and set a value from this diameter circle, and it is 25mm. Then I want to add a new circle but it's smaller and change the diameter value. It is 12.5mm. Okay, click this icon. For the next step, I want to add a line. Start from this point and make it like this, and click select. For the next step, add a line and start from this position until connect to this circle area. Make the same way for this line. Right click and click select. Well, let's make a smart dimension for all these sketches. For example, in this horizontal line, and it is 35mm. And then set this line distance, and it is 3mm. Make the same way for this one. Okay, let's give the thickness by click of feathers, then extrude boss. Change the direction one to mid-plane. For the first one, I want to give the thickness from this area. Make sure set a value and it is 39mm. Then click this sketch and OK. Click this toggle and click the sketch. And I want to click the extrude boss. Then change direction 1 to midplane. And press and hold the control button and select to this line, sketch, and give the thickness, and it is 29mm. For the next step, just click this toggle and click the extrude boss. Change the direction one from midplane. Then click this sketch and I want to change the value from this dialog box and it is 3mm. Then OK. The second part is done. If you want to change the appearance, click this icon and I want to make it for the yellow color. Then OK. Save this part by click save, and you can make the folder name for this example, and I want to make part 2 and click and save this part. Hi guys, this is the third part from this video and it is a pin. Okay, let's make a model from frontend plane and I want to make it normal too. For the first one, I want to click on midpoint line but change for construction and start from this point, right click and click select, and I want to set the length and it is 26 plus 39mm. Then I want to click this midpoint line from this option, right click and select, and I want to change this vertical line and it is 12.5mm. Then I want to click this circle, this line, and then click until this position. For the next step, I want to make a midpoint line and I want to make from this or start from this point, right click and select, and I want to set this line value and it is 15mm. I'm sorry, this very short dimension, and for the example I want to make it 20mm. Well, for the next step, click 3-point arc, then start from this point and then set to this line. Okay, click this line and I want to connect from this position. Sketch. Well, and I want to delete unnecessary line by click the trim entities. Make sure the option trim to close is select, then click this sketch. Yes. Change this for construction line by uncheck list from this box. And then I want to trim this horizontal line. I'm sorry, vertical line, then okay. For the next step, click on feathers. Then I want to revolve this sketch. For the axis for revolution, I want to click this sketch. Okay, you will see this preview. Then okay. And I want to change the color from this part by click this icon. For the example, let's make it red. Then okay. You can save this part by click file and save or save as, and you can select your folder name. For the last part, and it is bold, and I want to start from a front plane and make it normal too. And for the first one, I want to click the circle and I want to change the diameter value, and it is 13.5mm. Then okay, from this modify box. Well, and I want to give the thickness by click the extrude box. In this case, and I want to set 25mm. Then okay. For the next step, click this surface, then make it normal too. And I want to click the sketch and make a polygon. Start from this point. And this polygon change to 17mm. But it's smaller that I think, and I want to change the distance to 19mm. Yeah. Then click feathers, and I want to extrude this sketch and make it 12mm for this thickness. Sorry, 10mm. Then okay. Click the surface and go to normal tool. And I want to click circle. Start from this point until to this position or sides and okay. For the next step, and I want to make extrude cut. Click flip side to cut and click this icon and set 19 degrees. Then okay. Wow. And I want to change the color from these walls. And make it apa ya warnanya? Kau jaga selalu hatimu. Agak pink ya. And make it ini kali ya. Aduh, jangan ganggu, yang kupu, jangan ganggu. Okay, for the next step, and I want to change the color from this part. For example, I want to click this color. Then finally, this part is done. And let's make an assembly from all the parts. Hey guys, this is the assembly session from this video, and I want to start from the file and click on new and make or select the assembly. Wow. For the first one, I want to change the background and make it to plain white and make the assembly by click the insert component. In this case, I want to open all my assembly from my part by click the browse and the part folder. It is from YouTube Let's Design and enter bracket. There are 4 parts in this folder and you can select all the part by click a Ctrl all and then click open. For the first one, this is the bracket and this is the second part. This is the third part or pin, and the last part it is one. Okay, let's make an assembly. For the first one, I want to click this line and click matte make it concentric to this circle. Then okay. Then I want to make it coincident by click this surface and click coincident from this dialog box and then connect to this surface. Okay. For the next step, let's make assembly from this third part. By click this part and I want to click map and select concentric, and then I want to choose this line, then okay. Well, click the surface, then coincident to this part surface, then okay. For the last one, I need to spin, and I want to click this surface, make the same way from the other by click mat, and then click concentric, and then I want to click the circle, then okay. And I want to make the both surface coincident to the bracket surface by click this bracket surface, then okay. Ctrl 7. If you want to make a explode animation, you can click this assembly and click explode view for the first one, and I want to move the pin and change the row until this position, and then select for the second movement by change the movement or and then make the same way to this last part by make it there are step 3 and then okay. To make the animation, click the assembly one, right click and look for the animate collapse. But if you want to explode view from this assembly, you can right click to this point and then I'm sorry. From the animation controller, you can click the close, then right click to this position, then make it animate explode. Well, all the tutorial from this video is done. I hope you like this video and support this channel. See you next time.